Peace and power, dear soul. You ever have one of those days where literally nothing goes according to plan? Like from the moment you wake up to breakfast, to lunch, to dinner, to time to get in the bed and rest and do it all over again. Literally nothing goes according to plan. That was one of those days for me. I had this grand plan that I would sit down and write some of the things that have been on my mind and in my journal, and some of the things that have been going on in my life that I know are brilliant seeds that can support you in your life garden. And life was lifing today. So I'm moments before really allowing myself just to rest. And I wanted to create a moment to share the seed that's in this moment, because a lot of times in our journey, we say we're protecting our peace, right? And we can be at certain levels in our journey where protecting your peace looks a lot more like isolation from everything that challenges you and everyone that challenges you, and a lot less like expanding your capacity. So I just want to create this moment to share with you how powerful breath work can be as a tool to really expand your capacity. Because peace is not about things going the way you want it to go, and therefore you keep your cortisol levels low. No. True peace, true lasting peace, the actual foundation and altar for true happiness is crafted in those times and those spaces where you are so challenged, when you are stretched beyond your comfort zone. And in my practice, breath work, which is a very new study of mine, has really opened up my capacity, not for, everything to go according to plan, but my capacity for when things don't go according to plan, my peace continues to expand. So I just want to share with you a simple breathing activity that has really allowed me to expand my capacity for peace, even when I am indeed in a space that is challenging or uncomfortable. So, T, what are you talking about when you say breath work? And honestly, I would like to change it to breath play, because I feel like we work a little too much. So if you have a moment, just get into a comfortable seat with me, and I want to share with you a technique of breathing that allows you to tap into your peace. It's like pushing your own peace and power button. And so many teachers, guides, maybe even religious leaders are communicating about peace, communicating about mental health. But there are reasons why life challenges come to us, ladies and gentlemen. It's the same reason why when you go to the gym, there's a little bit of difficulty when you first start lifting those weights. There's a little bit of difficulty and strain when you first hit that Stairmaster. Without challenge and without friction, we can't grow. Think about the seeds that we plant. There's a lot of pressure from that soil on top of that seed. In fact, it's also surrounded by darkness and squozen into this little tiny spot, separated from everything that is like it. However, that is the prime space that it needs and the prime element that it needs to grow. So the same thing for our peace. Our peace, you can think of it like a container, a vase. And you can definitely protect your vase and not let anybody touch it. However, life is going to touch it with challenges, and you can't isolate and hide yourself in a room or in a space, and not have those challenges. So I just want to create an opportunity to share with you this breathing practice that is going to help me relax as I get prepared to go to bed and try it all again tomorrow. And I pray that it can also assist you with relaxing. This breathing technique is called box breathing, or equal ratio breathing. And I've talked about this in a video prior. Today I want to add in a new element. So I'm not sure if any of you have ever heard about bandhas. Bandhas are these seats of energy spaces where we can really concentrate our breathing. We can concentrate our chi. You have several different bandhas. One of the bandhas that we can connect with is the one when we are urinating. If you consider yourself stopping yourself from urinating, like just kind of pulling in that muscle, pulling up your pelvic floor, that's a bandha that you can do. There's also one where you bring your belly button in and up. That's another bandha. That's another concentration of energy where you contract in a way where you're containing your chi. And when you contain your chi, your energy, your flow, you're able to expand the capacity for it. So it doesn't just go in and flow out. Another bandha that we have is up here in the throat, but you can just gently drop your head down. So when we're doing the box breathing technique, you're welcome to attempt to include these bandhas, or what I like to call love buttons. You can push your own love buttons to see how you're able to feel your energy charging up and moving through your body. So when we're naturally breathing and we're not engaging those different spaces where we're connecting to our nerves and our different aspects of our body, different energy centers, when we're not engaging those spaces, the energy just goes in and goes out smooth, continue circulating. However, when you engage that muscle, think about like engaging your abs, you're able to contract and hold that energy and then let it go. Hold that energy and then kind of contain it in and then let it go. So today, I think it would be very easy just to start with maybe 5 as the number that's on our beat box. So we would inhale for 5, hold for 5, exhale for 5, and hold on the exhale. So I will guide us through this breathing practice together, and we're just gonna do 2 rounds. So you can feel free to continue going on with the feel good flow if that's feeling good for you. But I just wanna place this seed in your garden so that it can benefit you when you have one of those days that does not go according to plan. Instead of you pulling out your hair or losing a grip of your gratitude, just take a moment to breathe, because how you breathe is how you live. And if you can breathe in a space of peace in yourself, you can definitely find a way to connect with that, even if you are in a space of challenge. So let us begin. And when I say hold, make sure that you're also engaging those bandhas. So you want to engage on the top of the inhale and through the nose. You're going to engage the top and the bottom bandhas. You're gently going to drop your head down and you're just going to pull your pelvic floor up. And the best way for me to describe it is imagine that you're stopping yourself from urinating. Just oop, oop. A lot of times ladies call them Kegels. Just bring that energy and hold it while you're at the top of the exhale. And then when you exhale, at the bottom of your exhale, as you're exhaling, you release the bandhas. You're not engaging while you're breathing. But at the bottom of your exhale, you hold that bottom bandha again, bringing your pelvic floor up. You let your chin gently go down to allow that love button to be pressed. And then you bring your belly button back and up. And just feel how that energy circulates in your body at the bottom of your exhale. You should feel a little bit of warmth and a little bit of stirring. At first, it's a little bit challenging to catch the rhythm, but you're welcome to rewind the video back and really give yourself an opportunity, because with practice, it gets to be so easy. My encouragement is that you definitely go in through the nose and out through the nose. And as you're breathing, take your time. Don't be like, because you may feel like you're losing your breath, and that's not the case, especially if this is your first time. So let us go over it once more. We're on the top of your inhale. You gently drop your chin. You bring your pelvic floor up. And then when you time to exhale, you release the bandhas. And at the bottom of the exhale, when you have no more air to let go, bring your pelvic floor up, bring your belly button back and up, and gently drop your chin again. So let us begin. We got 5 on the beatbox. We got 2 rounds. Let's get it, because we have the power to access our peace and our power through the power of our breathing, because how we breathe is how we live. And as we do this activity, think about something that you're breathing life into. Maybe it's your health and wellness. Maybe there's a certain challenge that you're going through. Something that you're working on repairing, a relationship, a item, an experience. You're breathing life into your business. Just ideas to think about as you're breathing and expanding your capacity. You have prayers and you have things that you want to see happen. And oftentimes, the difference between experiencing those things and just dreaming and praying about them is just expanding your capacity to receive. Imagine if you had lungs that couldn't take in any air. It'd be very hard for you to take in joy and laughter, just as much as it would be hard to take in pain and challenge. So, just things to think about when we're breathing. So let's just take a natural breath. And when it comes to a natural breath, you want to expand your belly first, then the ribs, then the chest. That's a natural breath, very wave-like. And if at any point during the round you feel like you need to reset and come back, it's your world, do what you feel like you need to do. So let's start from the top. I will do my best to keep time so we can get through this practice. So let us begin. Let all the air out that was. Shake it off. Ooh. And let's begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, in. Hold. Let go. Hold. Hold, let go, hold. One more time, in, hold, let go, hold. Keep holding, and slow as a snail, in, back to a natural breath. And there you have it. If you didn't take a moment to consciously nurture yourself with breath, you just did. So shouts outs to you, dear soul. I'm going to rest and get ready for another wonderful day in a Wonderverse. I pray that you found value in this practice and allow yourself to invite it into your day, invite it into your breakfast, invite it into your lunch, invite it into your dinner, because how you breathe, dear soul, is how you live. Thank you for choosing to be a subscriber of the Remedy newsletter. It is a supreme honor to have you here. And until next time, peace and power, dear soul.